And thanks for joining us on PM Express tonight. I'm pretty sure you may have heard there was a major address today by the former Agric Minister. And as you know, he is firmly in the presidential race to lead the NPP into the 2024 elections. And so tonight, he's going to spend some time with us as we look at the big ideas he laid forth today when he appeared in the UPSA auditorium to lay forth his plan. Fundamentally, he's a man of Agric, and we'll track his track record very shortly. You see that he's done Agric almost all his entire adult life, and he makes a very important, bold point. We can build Ghana, we want, through agriculture. Is what he's focusing on, and for him, Agric can be the pillar around which we thrive as a country. And if you look at some of the key points that he raised today, for those who haven't followed, who are now getting home and haven't paid attention to the former Agric Minister, Dr. Owusu, a key point to highlight from what he said today. He said there shall be a newly created agricultural management team. I'm sure you've heard about the economic management team. It's a very famous body. He's proposing to create a similar one, but this time just for the management of the Agric sector. He'll break that down for us, why that is such an important part of his plan. And then he makes the point that Ghana has improved this food security index and made food available to all. This is stressing his own personal record, but also makes a point about Ghana is not only feeding itself, he says, we become the bread basket of West Africa. And then he tells us a bit about some of the key numbers that he, under his watch, the Agric sector, has managed to put together, and some of them pretty interesting. So he talks about the fact that the total production by the application of improved seeds and fertilizer alone amounted to some 47.5 billion Ghana cedis between 2017 and 2021. And the reason why this struck me was because of the link he made between that and the possibility of Ghana, if we do this well, avoiding another IMF program in the future. And for me, that is important. We'll look at that when we get to speak to him. There are a few other things that we've also tracked. As I said, we're just trying to understand the man a bit. If you look at his track record, Agric seemed to be at the forefront of most everything he's done. Of course, we know he's a former Agric minister, member of parliament in Kwadwo, a deputy ranking member on the Food and Agriculture Affairs. Again, Agric consultant, World Bank and the United Nations Soft Commodities, CEO of the Goldcrest Commodities Limited and Plantation Resources, economist, senior economist, principal. So this is a man who's been there and done that over the years, and he wants to bring that to bear when it comes to the subject of the economy. And but we believe he's going to run if he gets the nod. And remember that this is a primary first. Two things that many people would like to scrutinize. One, his own track record, which I believe is what he did today. He didn't shy away from his track record. He took it on strongly. And then we also have to run on President Akufo-Addo's own track record as well. I mean, because obviously, anybody who wins the race will run on Akufo-Addo's track record. But if you were a minister before, you run on your own track record. The beauty of what happened today is that the Dr. Afriyie was clear in laying out what his own track record in the Agric sector is. We will stay with that a bit more when we sit with him. As for the track record of Akufo-Addo, it only comes to play if he wins the flag bearership contest of the NPP. And then at that time, I'm pretty sure we'll get to talk to him again if that happens. And then we'll see whether it's a track record that he's proud of and he wants to stand with. And so that's one of the things we'll be looking at when we speak to him. So stay with me. He's already seated here on the show. When we return from this quick break, I'll be picking his thoughts. Why does he really want to be president? Because that's the ultimate objective. Why? I want him to encapsulate that for me in a bullet point. And then we'll get to interrogate a bit of that. Stay with me.